Hey, lovely people. Welcome to my channel, Being a Carer with Kes. The interview stage is a very crucial one in the recruitment process. And so it is important that you ace it. Now someone, hopefully, a subscriber made a comment rather in the comment section asking if I could give some interview tips for an upcoming interview. Okay, and I said to myself, normally I would call and then would chat on Instagram and all of that. I have helped at least maybe about 10 people to ace their interviews. I call them on Instagram, on Facebook, and we had a chat, and I prepped them up. Now they all came and said the same thing, that the way I asked the questions was the way they were asked. And as I speak to you now, a number of them are already here in the UK working. And so I said to myself, you know what, Kes, don't keep it to one person this time. Make it for everybody so that you all can benefit from it. Now, these interview tips I'm going to give you today, I'm going to mention or list, however you want to say it, will guarantee you your dream job. Okay? And there is one special ingredient that you need above all others. What is that special ingredient? I will be telling you in this video. So sit tight and watch with me. My name is Kesienaakwaraatie, a health and social care trainer. Now, to all of you, my old and new returning subscribers, merci beaucoup. Thank you for believing in me and supporting me. It's been a long road journey. And to you all, my wonderful mentees, remember, I'm just what? A telephone call away. All right? I may not be able to help you, physically, whatever it is you're going through, but we can talk you through. Does that make sense? Awesome. And hey, if you're just watching this channel for the first time, come on, join this awesome family where I talk about care, being an excellent carer, support worker, healthcare assistant. And believe me when I say you will not regret it, because you won't. Okay? And how can you join this family? You smash the subscribe button, yeah? You give me a thumbs up, like the video, and don't forget to click on that all important notification bell. So whenever I upload a new video, you will be among the very first to know. Freely connect with me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Care by Kes, and I will most definitely see you there. All right? Now, with due respect to modesty and humility, I have worked in the corporate sector as a public relations manager. I've worked in the education sector as a teacher, as a head teacher. I've also worked in care, or should I say I'm still working in care, but I have been a carer, a healthcare assistant, and a support worker. And the interview tips I'm going to share with you today are guaranteed to land you or get you that dream job you so desire. So what are these tips, Kes? Now, first thing you must do is, if you are applying to a company, the NHS, a care home, wherever, know every single thing you need to know about that establishment you're about to become a part of. How do I mean? You know when it was founded. Know the CQC rating if it's a care home, nursing home, support home. Because you have outstanding, you have excellent, you have good, you have poor. All right? If it's a company, go to the standard website for that company, the organization that regulates that sector. Find out what their rating is. It's very important. If it's a hospital, find out how many beds they have there. If it's a care or nursing home, do the same. Does that make sense? Or if it's a supported living home, residential, find out how many homes they have. If that makes any sense. It's very, very, very important. All right? Now, the next tip is this. Know exactly the kind of people you will be working with. Who will your residents be? Who would your clients be? Know who they are. It's very important, because you cannot go into an interview, they ask you, are you aware of those you'll be working with? And you're like, no, I do not know. Are you serious? Of course, that's not nice enough. If you're going to work with people that have, learning disabilities, and by learning disabilities, I mean people who have, autism, epilepsy, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy. Now, fortunately, I have a video on Down syndrome. I have 2 videos on autism. I've got 3 on epilepsy. When you watch all those, soak yourself in the knowledge. So when they talk to you, you can say to them, oh, This is what this is what causes epilepsy, autism, Down syndrome. They have one thing in common. What is that? Lack of oxygen to the brain. That's what they all have in common. When you say things like this, of course, they want to put you on board. Does that make sense? Now, another thing you need to understand as well is exactly what is expected of you. Now, they know you have seen the job description. They know you have applied. When you applied, you saw the job description as well. But they are still asking you to know if you have taken time to actually read and digest what it is you are expected to do. So you must know what you are expected to do. You must have the job description you have applied for in your brain, if that makes any sense. Because it doesn't, it doesn't all go well, when you are asked, do you know what your duties will be? What your responsibilities will be? And you're like, I think I'm not, that is you won't get the job. That is guaranteed. Okay? Now, I also want to say this here categorically, that when the interviewer is interviewing you, your CV is in front of them. And so the questions they're going to be asking you is based off on what you have written down on your CV. So I implore you not to lie. If you have written your CV and you have lied, and you are yet to get a job interview, please go and reconstruct it. Because the interviewer is going to have that CV in front of them. And you cannot start telling stories that don't, match. Hey guys, today is Siren Day, all right? So you cannot, write what is there that you are not. You haven't become, you haven't done. It is wrong to lie. Because in most cases, when you come on board, they expect you to hit the ground running. Now, if you have said you can drive, you cannot drive, what happens? You will be sacked. If you have said you know how to, use the computers, because in the UK here, we're trying to go paperless, and then they're giving a computer to put your notes in, what do? So it's important that you do not lie. Does that make any sense? Now, another thing you need to know as well is this, that no matter what question you are asked, please don't just go outright to say no. Do not say an outright no. You can smile to cover up your lack of knowledge of what that thing is. But you can say, oh, I'm not too sure, but I think it could be this. And please, when you're thinking what it is, please give an intelligent response. And then when you're giving, you can smile. You can like, oh, was that right or wrong? You smile about it. And then we tell you if you were right or if you were wrong. But never just say, I don't know, if that makes any sense. Now, what is that special ingredient that you will add to that mix? You know what it is already. Your confidence. I mean, that is a special ingredient that binds it all together. Now, if you have not watched my video, how to introduce yourself in an interview, please watch it. You must ooze of confidence. You know the way sweat oozes out of your body. That is how you should ooze of confidence. And trust me, your confidence is what speaks for you. No employer wants a timid person. A person who can make eye contact with people. No. You make eye contact with your interviewer. Whether be it on Zoom or in person, make eye contact. Smile when you have to. You don't have to be so serious. It's not, you're not standing before a judge to be sentenced to prison. No. Use it. This is the time for you to sell yourself. I hope that helps somebody out there. So keep going to the comment section and writing the videos you would like me to upload. And I'll do my best to upload them. All right? So until I see you again, always remember this, guys. Never you forget that no matter what the matter is, you, my dears, you matter so much more. Over.